no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Fake dog, leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Grab up Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. And baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous, man.
It's Madden NFL 23. And coming up, it's L'Jarius Sneed. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Chiefs and the Lions, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man open. It's K.J. Hill. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Felton. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the middle they go. Felton. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Felton. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack him.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. Felton trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Felton, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here. No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He's got it to the 43 here.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They'll run on first down. Felton. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Afitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second down at 5. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Butker on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions and Jared Goff about ready to take over once more. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrison. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Gall. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrison.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 31, Goff. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Again, gone. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Mahomes now on first down. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Mahomes.
And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half.
So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin by checking out division rivals in the AFC West. It's Las Vegas heading up to take on Denver. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in that one. Derek Carr, on target, repeatedly there. 5 touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Zach Wilson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. And they trail the visiting Steelers as that game has gone to the half. Deontay Johnson, a touchdown catch in that first half. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions, and they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half, and it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0, but who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Back to throw, gone. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
What's not cool about the gain there on 2nd down? That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Out of the gun. Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. We're down to the 41. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
From the red zone now, Goff running the slant, and he finds Mitchell. And in for the Lions, touchdown. James Mitchell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Felton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes on the give to and he lost the football. And the Lions have recovered. So potentially a big turnaround brewing to begin this third quarter as this defense forces a much-needed turnover.
Yeah, this is a team starting to work in concert now, right? They went out and got a touchdown to start the second half, and now they get the football right back.
The Lions offense set to take over.
They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Gone.
He's airing it out for Williams. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Mahomes now to throw. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st down, Felton. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA. We're back now in KC. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. Looking to throw is Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Felton. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Felton. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Felton. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
But Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Goff on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To the air again. Goff. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Felton, and they'll get him down here at about the 42. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Now here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Felton. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Felton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Felton. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are on their way to a 2-0 start. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Butker on for the PAT. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Mahomes going to throw it here. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Chiefs, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shut out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dental work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not in it yet. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a...
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer, that's my mom's name. I create and find change, my mind frame ensures that I'll reign. Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, trips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what
It's week 3 of the National Football League. And coming up, it's Ladarius Sneed. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Chiefs and the Eagles, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. They found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll take that. 14 yards on play number 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Up the middle they go. Felton. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Taken in. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. This to Hines on the drop-off. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got a man open, it's K.J. Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Baker Mayfield. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it, a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. That he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The Chiefs at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets them 8 yards closer for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
This one is caught. It's Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sky Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Sky Moore capping things off with a touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Mahomes going to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney.
Still first down.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing now is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes trying to find his tight end Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Demarcus Robinson up near 100 yards receiving with a touchdown as well. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. The Colts locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for KC in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot done in the rushing department in those first 2 quarters. They probably feel pretty lucky to be tied here at halftime. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they too didn't do a whole lot in terms of rushing efficiency in that first half, as you can tell by the numbers there. Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Throwing, Mayfield. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Finding room at midfield. And out across midfield down to the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Well,
bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Mahomes now on first down. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll run on first down. Felton. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Felton. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Felton. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. On 3rd down, Felton. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Mahomes now on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Mahomes takes it himself, and this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and sneak it, and he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice, and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. First down, Mayfield. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. They run with Sanders off the option, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Flush to his right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Mayfield's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Sanders
is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Once again with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
That's caught. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 20-15. A minute 54 on the clock. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. On second down, Felton again. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? They'll keep it on the ground. Felton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On first down, Felton. 60 yards on the ground for him so far. And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. On second down now, Felton. He'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Here's Mahomes. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. What an atmosphere this was, and the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Eagles, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah, this colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon'